morning, guys. Armstrong is stoked to be back at AWSI. It's, beautiful spot, Hood River. We've had a couple of days of sessions and yesterday a lot of talking, so that was good. We had a few bits and pieces of gear out for the demo, and we just had to crack out all the new stuff because so many people wanted to try the new gear. So Epic was a really good day yesterday. Let's hope the wind kicks in. So just want to introduce Nathan Chuk. So the team has really been growing and we've been really focusing on developing our core team, and it's been really exciting to see this happen. And to lead that team, it's a really difficult job, and we needed someone amazing to do it. And Nathan is amazing. He comes from, a really interesting background, driving some of the most amazing boats in the world, building some of the most amazing boats in the world, and super talented at leading teams. So Nathan's going to give us a bit of an intro and tell us, where he sees us.
Thanks everyone. Thanks Armie. It's just an incredible pleasure to be part of the Armstrong family. I think coming in and joining the team and the Armstrong family is just super exciting. And thanks to AWSI for having us all. It's an epic event, and it's the hot sort of highlight of our year for Armstrong to be here. So thank you very much. I won't take long because Armie's going to start talking foils, and we've got 30 minutes, so we'll keep things moving. From the start, for Armie, it was all about the passion and the desire to make the world's best hydrofoils, boards, and now hand wings. Armie's passion is infectious, and we have formed an incredible team to support and take those passion and ideas to the next level. Armstrong is a grassroots foiling brand, and we take a lot of pride in where we came from. And in the early days, it all started in Armie's dad's boat shed. To this day, when we're at home in New Zealand, we still work out of that boat shed, and I think that sort of shows who we are as a team. Like we're really happy to work out of that boat shed, and it's where our best designs come from. When Armie's in there, he's just operating next level, and that's who we are. Probably my biggest job with coming into Armstrong has actually been funneling Armie's passion in the right direction. We know he's got a lot of passion, and just pushing that in the right direction is my main job. So our goal is to build the world's best hydrofoils. How do we do that? Well, we keep pushing incredibly hard, and we ask ourselves every day, how can we be better? We are never content, and we're always striving to improve in all areas of the business. It's really important for us to acknowledge all the other brands in the industry.
There's some fucking awesome gear out there. It's such a cool time.
And what we've done internally at Armstrong is really looked at ourselves and made sure that we're really getting excited about what the other brands are doing. And it's really impressive, and we've spun that around and we've gone, hey, they're doing great things, but we've created this internal competition in ourselves to be better every day. And we wake up and first call's always to Armie, and it's literally a 2-hour download of Armie hasn't slept, and he's like, I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about this, and that's every single day, 365 days of the year. We have developed an incredible design and manufacturing team, which has been a lot of work, and now Armie leads that, and I'm going to now hand over to Armie to talk about what we've done there.
Yeah, well, thanks Nathan, and it's massive. It's been massive to get Nathan on board because the team's grown and it's really exciting. It's growing with foiling, and we started off, it's just all about making some foils, and now we've got wings and some pretty cool boards we've just released at the show, which we'll talk about in a minute. The team, I guess some of the key elements for us are where we start with the product. Like, what do we want to do? What are we loving about foiling? Where do we want to take foiling? What do we want to do? And so we get together in a room, Rob, my good mate who started this with me, he had his own designer for years and years. He's away with his parents in the UK at the moment. You know, we sit down with Nathan and whoever else is, you know, team riders. We sit down, we brainstorm about what we're loving about foiling, where we want to go. And then we've got to get some numbers involved, and we start looking at, like, for example, with the downwind foil, like what speed ranges, how do we want to, like, this foil to work, and then we make a start. And it's like, I guess what Nathan's really brought to the table is access to the top consultants globally for foil development, and that's been really exciting for us. Sometimes a bit confusing because there's almost too much to take in, and you've just got to start making decisions one after the other. And that's where our partnership, you know, with our Shenzhen supply team is just so powerful, because we can turn around prototypes, you know, in, you know, ridiculously short time, which it's almost too much freedom because you end up going in circles sometimes. But it's great because we can get an idea from the CFD, we can try it in, you know, a couple of weeks, and then modify and come up with something new. And we were, you know, for the M Tour, we were updating those foils literally, you know, days before the race. And hey, Oscar did really well. He got pipped at the post by James, but, you know, epic there, Oscar. And, you know, he led the way the whole way across the channel on a foil that, yeah, came basically to us, you know, 5 days before the event. But yeah, we've been testing them out before that, obviously. So it's just, for me, that's just one example of what drives me to get out of bed every day, just because we love the sport, we love doing it, and that's, you know, hopefully translates into other riders when they try the gear and get out there and just have an epic session. So yeah, just getting a little bit back to our manufacturing side and how we've managed to actually develop what I believe is some of the highest quality foil gear that exists in the world. And the reason for that is that we partnered pretty early on with a top supply chain management team in Shenzhen, China and Hong Kong. And what that means is that we have people invested on the ground every day in quality control at every factory, checking material coming in, you know, the details of how stuff's laid up, and then obviously QCing a finished product. And that's just really powerful for us on lots of levels. It allows us to deliver products to market on time. It allows us to get our R&D in steel molds. You know, we're prototyping in the steel molds with the same layout technology that we're using in the finished product, because it makes a massive difference to how it feels. And if you have a layout that's, you know, not the same, or a process that's not the same as your finished foil, it's not going to feel the same. So you kind of can go in circles there. So, like, basically these guys have now set up, it was a dream initially, which I didn't quite believe, but yeah, we now have our own fully functioning composite factory. We're machining molds, we're putting out all our own foils at our own factory, and that means we can control every step of the process and, you know, really keep our quality at the premium level. And it's just, it allows us to move faster as well with our development process, which is so exciting. And yeah, let's just dig into some of our newest products. So yeah, just talking about Oscar, here we go. Such a shredder. So here's Oscar in one of the channels in Hawaii on the downwind foil. Here's this old poop. Yeah, so if any of you have never been to Hawaii downwinding, definitely do it. Well, and while we're going to talk about these for a minute, just pass these things around as well. Just here you go. There you go. Have a good look, yeah. Anyway, pass those things around. You can have a look at the mask. So, yeah, the section development on these things. Oh, yeah, you guys have seen it. You've never seen it. So, yeah, the downwind performance foil. Super excited about this one because the development, yeah, this foil may not be for everyone in the market, but the process we went through and the people that we've managed to drag in to develop these foils, that's really what's going to take us to the next step for all the rest of the coming foils, because what we've learned in this process is massive. And so we're really excited about where this is taking us, and it's just another set. The Performance Master was also, out of a CFD computer for some really smart, foil developers globally. So yeah, step by step, we're really excited where we're going to go with all of this stuff in the future. All right, boards. Whew, the Wing FG board. So these boards brand new at the show. We actually released them yesterday. So yeah, stoked with how these boards have come out. Basically, it's a massive improvement on where we were, and yeah, it's been 3 years since we released the last boards, but hey, guess what? The last boards have still been selling, so something happened right there, and these ones are just a really nice refinement on that. We've got way more compact board for the volume, so we've reduced the width massively. That's what we learned with the downwind boards. Really helps get up on foil, so we've reduced the width. We've given you some nice wedges in the deck pad. The boards are a little thicker because we want to, compress that volume into a smaller board, and it just, with the narrower width, they just take off beautifully, and yeah, great. And they are 100% wing boards, so that's the new wing board range. And come to the booth, check those out, go for a session on them when you can. So yeah, XPS wings. Let's play this little video. Tatiana, such a ripper. Definitely say hi to her. She is the most lovely rider and absolute shredder, super humble. Cash is around too. This is a shoot we did for the XPS Maui earlier this year, super fun. Well, actually, Cash is on the water, but yeah, go have a chat with Cash. Epic kid. This kid, honestly, I kid you not, in the kitchen doing dishes, last man standing pretty much every day. For a young lad of 17, such a great ambassador for us. So we're stoked, and we're sending Cash with all this new gear globally for the GWA Tour this year. So, and he's already first event, Brazil, second. So absolute legend. And yeah, the XPS wings have been kind of weird in the last year and a half. There's been so much product, and it's been a bit of a weird market. And so with the XPS, we were like, well, we were ready, let's just put it out and see what happens. And we've been absolutely maxed in production. We almost can't keep up, actually. So, hey, that's pretty cool. We're stoked about that. And we will have Lightwind wing coming when we're ready. We're working on it, of course. And this is going to have a 2.2 added to the range if you guys are interested in high wind locations. All right, we'll pass it back to Nate to just get into a bit more technical detail.
Hey, yeah, thanks, Armie. So, the retailers are the centre of our foiling community. It's a really difficult sport to understand, and without our retailers, it's difficult to educate.
Yeah, so the most successful relationships we've had with our retailers have always been when we've communicated a lot and understood each other, and quality over quantity is super important for us. We want to work together in the same direction. So yeah, just communicate, make sure we're on the same page, and hopefully understand the product together, because yeah, explaining that to the customers is, as you guys know, a big challenge.
Yeah, our big goal at Armstrong moving forward is to tell the story better, the foiling story. I think it's really important for everybody in the foiling community to look at this like we're in this together, and to look out, and the more people that we can get into foiling from other sports, the better. I think all the brands really need to work hard. We don't see it as a competition with other brands. We really see it as a competition with other sports. And all we need to do is open that funnel, and when we open that funnel, everyone's going to benefit. So we work together. We all need to tell the foiling story, but to tell that story, it's really crucial that the retailers are knowledgeable and can tell the story. So we've actually, in the last 12 months, we've closed, it sounds pretty brutal, but we've closed more accounts at Armstrong than we've opened, because we've really focused over quality over quantity, and we've really wanted to ensure that the retailers and the distributors that we're working with are telling the Armstrong story, but also the foiling story, and that's super important.
And yeah, maintaining that high standard of customer service. We're super proud with our customer service team and our account managers. The communication's great, and you know, we are always the first. If there's problems, we've got to address it, front foot it. And sure, if people are going to break stuff, that's reality, and it's just how we manage those communications, right? It's critical. Make sure you stay in touch with us, and the more communication, the better. So yeah, we're just really excited that we've brought so many cultures together, and as Nathan said, we want to drag in, you know, people who are keen on adventure sports from all other facets of the world and drag them into foiling. And we just think our team's ultra passionate, and through this love of foiling and love of making the best products, we've brought an amazing team together. You know, our Shenzhen supply chain partners are here today. So we've formed this, what we believe is a pretty awesome and powerful Armstrong family. So come up, guys, and have a wave to everyone, and then make sure you come and see us at the booth. Come on, Armstrong family, come up to the front, and we'll say aloha to everyone, and see you later in the audience, I'm sure. Epic. Hey, thanks a lot for coming, everyone. Awesome. So now we've got a good team here. Come and talk to everyone at the booth, and we'll hopefully see at the booth and get out on some gear later. Aloha for coming, mahalo. Woo! Thanks, everyone. Stoked to be here. AWSI 2023. Woo!
But that's the funny thing there is 9 knots for takeoff is not fucking easy. He's been training hard.
Sizes on these, we got 105.
Go. We got when it comes to Cool, we'll see you later. Yes, young man. Okay. Yeah, sure. What is the size of you? We've got a 90 and a 105. Yeah, so it just depends on how much volume you want. If you don't mind, like any weighs like 90 or 100 kg. It depends if you don't mind for it something a little you can pop into the surgeon easy or if you want that extra volume. The big thing with these boards we've done is they're quite compact and you've still got this wider what we call the sweat through the nose. So this foam up here gives you a lot of stability for the side of the board. That's why it's still got this foam here. So that really helps you with your stability to get going. But then the whole board's narrow, and especially the pulled-in tail, that comes, a lot down on board, so they just take off really nicely from the water. And then on the deck side, compared to our previous boards, we've made the top, even though the board's a lot narrower, like 3 or 4 inches narrow per side, we've pushed the cockpit standing area out. We just have quite a lot of volume in here to get the volume in. And this is because we lifted the cockpit up a little bit and we pushed some more volume into here. And so you've got plenty of room for your feet. And if you're not riding the straps, you've got these little reaches here for the cars like your feet. If you've got the straps, obviously. So yeah, alright, great. Now we're pretty excited about how this board's working. Come down and try it, mate. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, a little warm up, let's run for another little. It's a little light still. No, thanks for coming. No, thanks so much for coming, man. Good. Cool.
Sure. I'd let Nico come in.
This is our Phantom 880.
Like already at 2,000.
Phantom Mask. On les met devant, les wings, derrière. On les fait tout devant.
Désolé, il est plaqué sur ta wing.
C'est bizarre.
Non, je reste 2 minutes.
Ouais, je pense que je